So welcome to CPD4Me. We provide practical and relevant training for busy professionals. My name is Bronwyn Pott, and today we've got a substantive law update. We work in a pretty fast-moving and changing environment, and that includes the laws that we work within. Our aim is to bring you recent case studies, precedents, as well as updates so that you're able to stay on top of your game.
Where I wanted to start in the session today is let's go back to the key GST concepts, because I think it's important to understand those before we go too deeply into the SMSF world around GST. So where I wanted to go through around the GST concepts is what the definitions of supplies are, consideration, enterprise and the Connected with Australia piece, what's required around registration, the turnover rules, the consequences of registering, and then also down the path if you're looking to cancel your registration. We'll then move into the key SMSF and GST concepts. So what are the general concepts within an SMSF world, and what fund income items and fund expense items and how they're broken up and how they're treated. What documentation is required around GST, as an example, tax invoices and business activity statements, and then just a work through some of the key risk areas that the ATO would have identified and noted on their website, etc., particularly in regard to SMSF and GST. So there is actually a web page that the ATO has recently launched called the Building Confidence web page, and I would encourage you to have a look at that. This takes the place of the former compliance programs that the ATO had in place. So yeah, I encourage you just to have a look and see if there's anything on there that you might need to follow up on. It is vital that we get the property transactions correctly characterised, and there's some rulings there that I've given you for your guidance in regard to different things around residential premises, commercial premises, etc., which it's really, as I said, case by case. Go and have a look at your client's circumstances and see whether any of those fit within those. And as we've talked about, there's the possibility of the mixed supplies and examining what that might mean from your client's perspective. I now wanted to move into the going concern, which is a specific area of the property transactions that we quite often come across in the SMSF space. So under the going concern rules, the supply of a going concern is GST free if certain conditions are met. And again, it is really important to understand what are those conditions, what is the true picture and the full picture of the transaction that's happening, and can we meet the criteria, because there is certainly a benefit if we can get the going concern. And they're covered off there around cash flow, stamp duties I've referred to before, financing requirements, etc.
I hope you enjoyed this session today from CPD4Me. Continuing professional development should be about learning new things, about challenging yourself to learn and grow, about finding better ways to do the things that you do every day.